I give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders, apostle, great millstone. Who taught me this truth and sincerity, salutation with hope, hopeful, expert of the fucking earth. Now this is gonna be a daily verse of Lamentations 3, 19 through 23. I'm gonna go basically into hope of relief in the Most High mercy. This is Lamentations 3:19 reads, remembering my affliction and my misery, the wormwood and the gold. The wormwood and gold represent bitterness, right? Because during lamentation, Israel had been heavily afflicted. Okay, the nation, right, the nation was been heavily afflicted. Okay, persecuted, right? Because of what? What was going off, okay? And Jake was going on. So the Lord, here, so this is what lamentation was written. Is lament, right? It's crying, right? Lament is another word for crying. It's sorrowful, right? So we got taste of the world, which represents right? The Lord in the nation. My soul has them still in remembrance and is humble in me, right? Like I said, our soul still have a remembrance of the wormwood and the gold, right? The afflictions, the bitterness, okay? The famines, the pestilence, okay? Again, going to captivity after captivity, right? The judgment that came from the Lord, that is still in remembrance, and by that we know we are humble, right? Us brothers and sisters, we're humble, okay? Just by the remembrance of we are afflicted day in and day out, okay? We have no reason to be proud. We are in a bitterness state, okay? We're in a low condition. We're not in the position to be proud. We're not in the position to, be joyful, so to speak, okay? What I mean by that, I mean by like being, living like, like we're, we're good, right? Like we're like basically being comfortable, okay? Living comfortable, okay? Like Jake out here, they're living comfortable, right? They're not in a state of, humbleness, right? In a contrite state of spirit. This is I recall to my mind, therefore I have a hope. Is the Lord YAHAWAH's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. Right? It is of the Lord mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. The Lord compassions, his grace, okay? They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord's mercies are renewed every morning. You know, so just think about every morning the Lord is having every day, okay, 24 hours a day. The next day, or that just that specific day, the Lord He have mercy. So He having mercy on you, right? You know, by this is why it's always good to pray first thing in the morning, to pray and repent. Okay, you know, and before you know you lay back down, it's good to pray because they keep that hedge of protection around us while we go um through this wicked society, right? Because there's evilness and wickedness all about us, right? There's hell, right? And then there's a lake of fire. There's fire, right? On the left, and what Reverend Perfect, the Apocrypha, where it speaks about, but everywhere we turn, but everywhere we look, okay, there it's basically is nothing good, okay. So it's important to pray. You know, that great is our faithfulness. So I'm gonna close it here by giving all underground praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, SHABASHAM, to next conversation, Lord.